Are you confident that the assumptions you're making about me are actually correct?
How confident would you be in making me feel welcome as a member of your team?
Are you confident that you will make reasonable adjustments for me as a customer?
Are you confident that as a colleague you'd know what to do if I became disabled?
We all need to examine our beliefs about disability.
Being different, you are public property in a way.
1 person in 3 actually believe that wheelchair users are less intelligent.
When I come in, it's, oh, hello dear, how are you? And I'm the same as this person next to me, except for my height.
Disability confidence is a requirement for staff and managers in every organisation.
Hi.
Hello, I'm Simone Knowles from Kendon and Partners.
Oh, right, yes, of course. Simone, hi, hello. My office is upstairs, so I'll just get the lift. It's just through here, so if you can manoeuvre around and in there, then... normally I'd see people here, so if I move this chair, is that all right?
Yeah.
That'd be okay. I'll just pop this over there. If you can just... I'll just close the door here and squeeze round behind you. Good. Right. Good. Oh, can I get you anything? A drink or something? It's quite hot today.
I'm fine, thank you.
So, and you found us all right?
No problems.
Excellent, well done. How did you come in? A train, bus?
I drove, actually.
Oh, well done. You have your car modified so you can drive it?
Yes, I had it especially shrunk to fit.
Right.
If we haven't had much contact with disabled people, it's easy to become anxious when we meet a disabled person. And when we're anxious, we're more likely to say or do the wrong things.
People always ask me where my dog is. Where's your dog? They stop me in the street and ask me where my dog is. It's bizarre.
You go into a station, mainline station, and wait for a train and an announcement, and you can't really hear what they're saying. And I'm like, oh, what are they saying now? And I have to approach a certain 1 or 2 people and ask, can you tell me what are they saying in the announcement? I can't hear, I'm deaf. And then that person telling me what's been said, I'm like, I'm sorry, but can you speak more clearly? I got really, really frustrated. And then I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to ask somebody else, but no offence. It's just tiring, really tiring.
There's this kind of sweet element that they think that I'm sweet or that I'm cute or I'm cuddly. And I don't mean cute or sexy, it's kind of cute, lovely. And there's that element, which is very frustrating. It's someone who treats a 35-year-old male when he comes in and is very formal with them, but when I come in it's, oh, hello dear, how are you? And I'm the same as this person next to me, except for my height.
This video will help you to learn the key skills for working with disabled colleagues and serving disabled customers. This in turn will help you to feel more relaxed and comfortable, to help you become disability confident.
Okay, we're here. If you'd like to give me your hand, I'll put it on the back of the chair for you.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you very much.
Being disability confident involves much more than being disability aware.
You might get the environment right. You might have the most robust rules and regulations to include disabled people. But if you've not properly supported your staff to act on those policies and procedures, you might as well not bother with any of it. Disability is not about me, it's about you.
We're often asked, why bother? And in fact, it must still be true that for too many organizations, they have still yet to get this message. But the why bother for me is pretty clear. You need to understand 1 in 3 people are disabled or close to someone who is. You need to understand the impact that has on your talent pool. Your managers will be more effective, more efficient, if they know how to make adjustments which enable everyone to contribute. And what we see time and time again is if you're good at welcoming disabled customers, everyone is getting better service. So disability confident organizations are just more effective all around.
Communicating effectively with disabled people is not just a matter of being pleasant. If we fail to provide adequate service to disabled customers or to work appropriately with disabled colleagues or employees, we may render ourselves and our organisation liable for prosecution, and there are other equally compelling reasons why we need to become disability confident.
So the implications, of course, are really significant. If you look at this from a business perspective, the fact that 1 in 3 human beings are disabled or close to someone who is regarded by Goldman Sachs as the only business case they need. How can you ignore 1 in 3?
This video will demonstrate how to communicate with people with different types of disabilities. However, there are also some general guidelines to follow.
How did you come in? A train, bus?
I drove, actually.
Only refer to or ask questions about the person's disability if it's strictly relevant. Before you say something, ask yourself if you would put a similar question to a non-disabled person. If you wouldn't, then don't say it.
It's the point-blank questions like, well, what happened to you then? I mean, that is such an invasive thing to ask somebody, especially somebody that you don't know. And you wouldn't ask that of anybody else. I mean, I had people thinking that, especially when I was going through reconstructive surgery, would come up to me and they go, "Are you okay?" And I'd look at them and I'd go, "Yeah, hearing's fine. Brain's okay. It's just the face that's gone south."
Try to focus on what the person is saying, not on what they look like or sound like. And be sensitive to language.
I'm Karen Jackson. I'm giving the lecture.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realise you were wheelchair bound.
Try to use terms that many disabled people prefer. So instead of saying wheelchair bound or confined to a wheelchair, say wheelchair user. Instead of saying handicapped or invalid, say disabled. Don't define a person by their disability. Mary is not an epileptic. She is a person who has epilepsy. And avoid the term able-bodied. Instead, say non-disabled. Try not to make assumptions. For example, it's easy to assume that most disabled people use wheelchairs. In fact, they are used by fewer than 1 in 10 disabled people. Many disabled customers and colleagues will have no obvious signs of impairment. Conditions like epilepsy, deafness, diabetes and dyslexia can be completely hidden.
Hello, can I help you?
Hello, I want to buy some premium bonds.
There are some booklets with the application forms in the back over there. If you'll just fill it in.
I know.
Oh, you already have?
No. I need some help.
Sometimes it takes a little while to realise that someone has a disability. Often it's difficult to know whether someone meets the legal definition of disability. So how should we treat a customer or colleague whom we think might be protected?
If they say they're disabled, or you think that they might be disabled, or quite simply they need a reasonable adjustment to access your service or to be able to do their job as effectively as possible, then make the reasonable adjustment and assume that they are disabled. It's legally the safest approach and it's the best practice approach too.
Some disabled people may need a little more time for everyday tasks such as filling in a form, understanding instructions or getting around, and give a bit of extra help if it's needed.
The lift's just over there through those doors. Well, I'll tell you what, might as well take you.
No, I'll be fine.
No, really, it's no trouble, honestly.
If you could just open the doors, please. It's electric.
Oh, so how do I...
You don't, but if you could just open the doors, please.
If in doubt, ask the person what help they require, if any.
Can I get the doors for you?
Yes, please.
Different types of disabilities provide different challenges, both to the person themselves and to the person they're communicating with.
Hello, Environmental Services. Tina speaking. How can I help?
Hello, I want
Sorry, you've got what?
fridge.
A hedge? Is this a dispute with your neighbours?
No.
If you are having problems with your neighbours, you'll need a different department.
Working effectively with disabled colleagues and customers means responding in a way that's appropriate to the individual and their disability.
I'm sorry, I can't understand what you're saying. Would you mind saying it again, please?
I've got a new fridge and I want to get rid of the old one.
Did you say you had a new fridge?
Yeah.
A fridge, right, OK. I'll arrange a pickup for you. Are you able to make sure that the old one's outside the house on the day of collection?
No, that's the problem.
If you let me know how we can help, I'll see what we can do.
Don't be daunted by lists of rights and wrongs. Instead, aim to treat everyone with respect. This will provide you with the foundation for building true disability confidence.